Hey guys, Dave, Northeast Edible. Today we're putting mulch on the asparagus patch. It's the middle of winter. We got a nice warm day. The mulch pile actually was frozen yesterday, and I tried it this morning. It's about 50 today, and with a little breeze, no sun though. So it thawed out. We could get our hands in it, and we could get a pitchfork in there and get them shoveling. So the idea with mulching the asparagus, you can see in here, there's a ton of weeds that came up. I did a couple videos last year about the asparagus patch and how weedy it got. So mulching, we're gonna throw like 3 to 6 inches of mulch on top of this patch, and that's gonna really decrease the weeds tremendously. Probably most weeds won't be able to get through, but if you know anything about asparagus, the spears are just gonna shoot right up right through this mulch, so we should be good to go. So you can see we got most of this bed covered. We got about 30 feet of bed. You can see some of this stuff is still pretty frozen. You can see the ice right there. But what we're gonna do, just basically gonna cover it. Helps to have a pitchfork and a wheelbarrow or a cart or something, and we're just gonna spread it out pretty evenly. 3 to 6 inches should do the trick. This mulch here I got from Tree Service. Dumped it, I got like 30 truckloads dumped in one portion of the property. So if you don't have the mulch material, you can this is double ground, so I paid a little bit for it. I think it was $10 a truckload, but they weren't going to sell it because it's untreated. Most people like the colored stuff, dyed and triple or quadruple shredded. So this stuff is great. I let it decompose for probably about 2 years, and it works perfectly for this. A lot of people get concerned with nitrogen, fresh wood chips robbing nitrogen from the soil and from the plants that you put it on. I'm not concerned with that with this. It's been sitting in the ground for probably 2 or 3 years, so it's good to go. You can see it's decaying quite nicely. This was mulched pretty good last year at some point, and you can see it's pretty much ground level. So I'll add mulch this year, and I'll probably won't add it until next time this year as well. So we'll get a good harvest out of this. This is like a 3rd year bed of asparagus, and we should be able to pick for a couple weeks, and then we'll let the spears grow up tall, and we'll chop them down in the fall. So Dave, Northeast Edible, we're in the asparagus patch today. Think about planting some edibles, some perennials, some fruit trees, some berry bushes, and make your yard and your homestead, your house, work for you and provide for you. Thanks guys, take care.